Good morning. It's 10:48 a.m. on Sunday, February 14th, 2021. I just want to say hi to everyone. This would normally be my uh, dream summary video, but I can't really remember any of my dreams. I woke up and I was like, I'm trying to remember, but the only thing I remember is somehow in my dream, people were signing up for my OnlyFans page, and I was looking for a way to find their names. There was like 3 people. I'm like, I don't have an OnlyFans page. I was trying to tell them. And if you were going to sign up, I have a referral link for that so I can make a commission off it, but I don't know where my link is, but I don't even have anything to post. I don't have a... so yeah, I just woke up with kind of a, feeling like, and out of control feeling or whatever. And then, what else did I feel out of control about? Okay, so here's this morning's panic. So I just wanted to talk to you this morning, and I figured I'd use the last night's dream thing as a pretense, because I could start posting in my story, but then with the story you get like a minute or something, and then you got to post again, and it's just too difficult. I just want to be able to say hello and sort of talk things through. So maybe this is the morning when I open the curtains and I check the temperature, and it's supposed to be -7 degrees out. It looks very sunny. Nice snow out. My plant's still, I don't know, leaves are starting to turn yellow, but it's almost spring. I don't know what this is, this discussion we're having, but I guess it's like, if you woke up in the morning, like I can't even imagine. I mean, I had it long time ago, but you sort of wake up beside someone that you love, and you're like, good morning, and then you talk. I mean, that would be wonderful. That would be wonderful. But I wake up with this sick feeling in my stomach. But Mel Robbins is married with kids, and she's like a happiness expert, and she says she wakes up with a sick feeling in her stomach too. But that's more about like kind of like being scared for the day, like, oh, what have I not done? I'm out of control or something. She says that's from her childhood. But also, Kathy Heller says we're programmed, like our brains just recycle the program that we keep feeling. So every day we go through the same emotions and whatever, and we have to work to fix that. I don't know how I do that. I don't know if that's just something I can say, well, that's what I'm going to do. Maybe I should just sign up for some therapy. I just wish I could find the names of the therapists I took like 15 years ago, so at least it would be like getting them back and they would remember me. Although I'd be so sad to connect with the guy when, the PhD student that I was talking to, when I was trying to get over breaking up with my ex, and I eventually got her back. But I mean, to tell him like, yeah, I got her back, and then I broke up with her again, and now that was 15 years ago, that would make me so sad to, or the French woman therapist that I signed up for, when she was trying to say, why don't you, if you want to commit to Jen, this is the new Jen, this is the 3rd Jen, try networking on LinkedIn or something, and do networking for your job, and maybe that'll satisfy that need to meet new people. And she was right. But how do I go back like 12 years later and say, the one thing she said, because even at the time, I don't even, I was probably like 38 or something. I was like, I think I'm too old to do anything. She's like, no, I don't want to hear that I don't want to hear that from any age. And like, you're not 90, So, I don't know, but I guess. So, and then this morning's panic. I always wake up with a panic, like, oh, this is what, I regret this, missing this person, or losing that person, or not doing this in my life, or not having kids. Today, it was just, I guess I remembered people, like I start thinking of not like the main girlfriends that I dated for 3 years, but people who I, were great people and maybe I should have stayed with, like Alana. And I'm like, she's a beautiful Jewish girl that lives in Ottawa, and she's actually the one girl, other than Jackie, I guess, who was here last year, but has ever been in my parents' basement, because a few years ago I was staying here visiting. I would come to Ottawa, actually, looking forward to seeing her. And then just one time on the phone, I was like, I don't want to talk right now or something, and then she felt like I wasn't making time for her, and then that was it. And I regret that. I'm like, you know what? I mean, she's great, she's Jewish, her parents were doctors, and we got along. It's like, what if we'd built a life? Why did I, the stupid thing with dating is when you're doing it, and when you're young, and I wasn't even that young. I was lucky to have her, but even back then, Oh, I hear the phone ringing. Maybe that's my sister saying, I'm ready to come over. Even back then, it seems like, oh, there's always another girl. There's always another girl. And you just sort of, oh, maybe, and you keep looking. And then you look back and you're like, oh, maybe I should have held on to that. So I thought about her, and it's Valentine's Day today. So maybe that's why. Well, no, that's not why. It's just today's panic. And then this other girl, I can't remember her name. I looked her up in the spring because I stupidly last year, or not last year, like 10, 12 years ago. I don't know when it was. I told a story about her on the radio, and then I wrote about it in my blog, and I think we talked about this in a previous video. Anyways, I'm trying to remember her name, and I emailed her in the spring, and I said, hey, I'm sorry for, whatever I did, and, it'd be great to keep in touch or something. And she's like, yeah, I just can't have that negative energy in my life. So I was looking to see if I could find her email and write her again. But I mean, what am I guess, you're not even, I'm not even the same person now. They're not the same person. How can you look up every ex-girlfriend from 10 or 20 years ago? It just seems like it's almost easier. Like, why am I still doing speed dating, trying to find someone new, it's like there are people in the world who found me attractive and liked me and liked spending time with me. I wish I could just find them again and be like, okay, let's catch up where we left off. So that's my Valentine's Day thought. And I also just saw on Facebook, your most liked photo of 2017 was a cartoon about Valentine's Day that I drew for the speed dating company, and then it was a bit edgy for them. So I redrew one that was just like a positive, happy message, but I kept it for myself. And my plan was, I guess, to draw new cartoons every day, and I'm still recycling the same one from at least 4 years ago. Who knows? Maybe that was already recycled from the year before, and then I posted it again. But I'll post it again. And yeah, so the one thing that gives me a bit of hope today, I'm trying to think. Like, I wake up and I'm panicking. I'm like, just try to think of what you can do today. Maybe see Charles at the computer store. That gives me happiness because he's a positive guy. He's my friend. He's pretty much the only friend I have in Ottawa or anywhere. So the thought of going to his store, because he's always in a good mood, and just, when I go through my regrets, he's like, you know what, marriage is overrated or whatever. And, you just got to work on things today and work on your business and stuff. So it makes me happy. And you know what else makes me happy? Looking at that. There's a squirrel there. I don't know if you can see. He's just sitting there on his fence eating a nut. It's like watching TV here. It's like there's always something fun happening. And then, I don't know. I've got a speed dating at 2 o'clock. There's a speed dating at 7. There's one at 8, at 9. And then there's a dating class I could sign up for that starts at 11 a.m., which is like right now, I guess. But I don't know. I don't know if it's all about rebooting your mindset and being able to, find your true love. But I don't know. I mean, how is that going to help me? Like a class that maybe I'll call and ask for more details. But maybe I should just spend the time working on my career. I mean, although that's what I said for 30 years. So yeah, you got to do both. You got to meet people. I don't know. What are you guys doing for Valentine's Day? So yeah. But I just decided, I could lie in bed and ruminate forever, but what I just need to do in the morning is just put on some clothes, go for a jog, get some fresh air, get out in the world, and then start working on your things. And then, just, try to enjoy every day. I'm sorry I'm so negative. Just need to get these things out of my head. All right, let's do this. Happy Valentine's Day.